Okay, welcome back to the notes. Picking up where we left off. Essential to this process is your willingness to understand each text on its own terms, even if you disagree with the ideas or the position. Texts that present perspectives different from those you initially hold are often the ones that become the most important to develop your argument. Unlike a rhetorical analysis where you're looking at one source or one text, where you're pulling evidence from just different parts of the text, synthesis essay, you're pulling information, quotes, data, statistics, whatever, from multiple sources. If you're looking at do cows contribute to global warming in a negative effect, right? If I'm looking for research regarding this, and I'm saying that cows are causing global warming, which, yes, that is a real argument. It might, or not even it might, it is beneficial to look at the opposing argument, the argument that cows are not contributing to global warming, because then you know how to construct counter arguments. You can discredit the source that goes against yours. If you don't know the other side of things, it makes it really hard for you to not sound biased in your essay, and it also makes it makes it really hard for you to construct a solid argument that people won't be able to pick apart fairly easily. Identifying the issues, recognizing complexity. You can rarely change a person's mind. Instead, what you want to aim for is a compelling argument that leaves the reader thinking, questioning, considering, and reconsidering. If you walk into a debate and just say, "You're wrong because I'm right," the person's just going to look at you and go, "Whatever," right? Instead, pose questions that get them thinking about their own beliefs, opinions, ideas, whatever. To do this, you have to acknowledge that the issue at hand is a complex one with no easy solutions and a variety of valid perspectives. Arguments are not like a coin, which only have two sides, right? Front and a back. They have multiple dimensions. So it's unfair to say I'm completely for an issue or I'm completely against an issue when there's a lot of gray area in between, okay? So you can acknowledge that one of the points on the opposition, on the opposition side, is valid. Like, yeah, they got a good point here. I agree with this point, but I don't agree with the rest. That's fine. It's like saying I agree with this to a specific degree, right? You have to recognize in your essay that things are complex and it's not just, yes, I'm against this, yes, I'm for this. You want to present a reasonable idea in a voice that is logical, sincere, and informed. Don't come in here with hate speech. Don't come in here being violent. You have to be logical, sincere, and informed. If you are not these three things, it's unlikely that you will receive the respect from your audience that you need for an effective argument. To write a qualified argument using sources, you must anticipate objections to your position and recognize and respect the complexities of your topic. Again, anticipate the objections so that you can develop counter-arguments. Know what the other side has against your opinion. If you can research those things, then you can come up with solutions before they ever raise an issue. And you can acknowledge, hey, this is an issue that the opposition has that we really don't have a reasoning for or something to refute for this. That's fine. It's better to acknowledge the bare parts than to pretend they don't exist. Again, we talked about this with ethos, because your argument falls apart if you're not honest and thorough. A reasonable voice recognizes there are more than two sides to an issue. I talked about this in the last slide, but I can't reiterate it enough. there's a lot of gray area in arguments. So it's not fair to say I'm 100% for this, I'm 100% for that, okay? Be willing to recognize, like, yes, I am, this is the argument I'm making. However, this is a valid point, okay? And we'll look at this as we start to look at more examples of essays, but please keep that in mind. All right, so that wraps up what we're going to do for the rest of today. Make sure you've taken notes on all of this material. We'll pick up where we left off about writing a synthesis essay tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Have a good day.